Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. Let's see, about 4:10, 5:21, Tuesday, 84 degrees. Yeah, a little breeze blowing through here, but it is warm. So, sun's not on the batteries anymore, so they're just sitting there idle. Well, you guys could guess what I've been up to today. My truck is not only empty, but she's all nice and clean. Gave it a wash. I don't know why it's the power steering pump is whining a little bit. Actually whining quite a lot. Even when you don't put all that much strain on it. I mean, it's, as a matter of fact, if you're in the parking lot kind of turning it, or even on there turning it, it doesn't really make all that much noise. It's more when you're driving it that it makes noise. She's ripe for an oil change, so when I change the oil, I'll take a look at that. For this coming weekend, I'll take the Ranger to the flea market. I'll run her out to Connecticut. Well, the Siggy machine is still here because I didn't have space to load it. I decided to keep that panel. I decided to keep that piece of aluminum. This fan didn't get on board yet. And the toolbox didn't make it. The toolbox didn't get in. So, anyway, and this didn't make it in. Had a good load. Got more money than I thought. I like that kind. Like getting more money than I thought. Like that kind a lot. Here we are. Let me show you the numbers in a way that doesn't blow away. First of all, for the truck itself, the load on the truck. Oh, could you guys see this stuff? There you go. It was 680 pounds. He gave me 61 bucks. So that's just under 9 cents a pound. Oh, wait, 9 times 7 is 62. And he gave me 61. So, yeah, I guess he gave me like 9 cents a pound. So almost 700 pounds of that on the truck. And then he gave me 12 pounds of brass at 21 bucks. So that's under 2 bucks a pound, over $1.50. 8 pounds of copper, he gave me 18 bucks, so that's over 2 bucks a pound. 5 pounds of die cast, those were those 2 faucets I showed you. What is that? $1.25, so they don't give you much for cast. Transformer, I had that big heavy transformer, weighed 23 pounds, gave me $4.60. So 20 cents a pound for transformer. I had that pump motor, 21 pounds. He gave me 5 1/4 for it. So that's over 20 cents a pound for pump. The stainless steel, that sink, 6 pounds. Gave me 3 bucks for it, so 50 cents a pound. 54 pounds of aluminum. He gave me 29. So what's that? That's over 50 cents a pound. So it was 83 and 61, so 142 bucks. Not bad, eh? For scrapping the Horde. Ow, not bad for a day's work. It's cash, so I get to keep it. Guys, try to remember where I put these, so when I look again, I need to look things up. I can find them. Remember, I put it in there. All right. So that's the scrap. I got to tell you, 140 bucks helped the finances quite a lot. I mean, obviously I'm not dancing in free spending land, but hey, the difference between broke and having 140 bucks is 140 bucks or 142 bucks. I'll take 142 bucks. So between that and you know, hopefully my allowance builds back up again, and I'm getting myself better financially. I am considering another scrap run. You could see I dug out the toolbox, part of that old oil tank. And don't worry, there's plenty of other metal floating around. Not much aluminum though. I'm about out of gas on aluminum. I do have a few batteries left. I also have quite a bit of radiator, you know, home radiator stuff, you know, the copper stuff with fins on it. I didn't get a price on that. I'm not sure. I mean, he's got to pay me more than 50 cents a pound because that's what the aluminum goes for. But I'm sure he's not going to pay me $2 and change that the copper goes for. I'm debating whether or not it pays to take them apart. The only thing about taking them apart is, I don't know, could you guys see that? Those fins bite. So I don't know. I don't know if it pays. Aluminum weighs almost nothing, so he should really be giving you mostly what the copper weight is. But if he's got to take them apart, why would he care? I'm wondering if it doesn't pay to just flatten them out and go grinding down with the grinder. Maybe that's the quick way of doing it, or setting up a circular saw with the right height blade and just going right along the edge. That'd probably do it, right? Just go down it with the circular saw. Even if you scrape the copper a little bit, who cares? But go far enough so that you are kind of tagging the copper a little bit. Then I think they'll come right apart. If I'm able to do it without losing a hand or something, maybe I'll pop a quick video up, because I got quite a lot of copper that needs to be cut up for that purpose. What else am I up to? Obviously this week I didn't get much done on these. I don't know if you guys want to see. I think I'll make this just a kind of a long video. I'll get this done in the next 3 minutes, and then this will be a slow week for videos. You all only got 3 this week. To put this thing back together again, in this bottom envelope are the gaskets. You can take my word for it. You know, this is the flywheel. The way they packed it, it's been bugging the heck out of me, but there's the flywheel. Looks good. It's not all scraped up inside like the one that came off, so that's all good news. In here, this was a nice deal. This was 29 bucks on eBay. Nice cave-in carb. I think that's how you say it. The nice thing about it is if you listen, you hear that sound? That means the float moves nice and easy. Instead of having the cable choke, yeah, I don't want to drop it on the ground and screw it up. You just lift up, so that's choked, unchoked. Got the cable here for adjusting the idle. And it all looks good. Everything moves nice. So, yeah, for 29 bucks delivered, came with the postage. This was a steal of a deal. Trying to put it somewhere in place quasi-safe so it doesn't get screwed up. All right. The 185 I put together last week just to show that God has a sense of humor. It has a spark problem, and as a matter of fact, I'm not quite sure why I believe this. No, that's not it. I'm not sure why I believe this, but I think it's these things. These things were on sale. delivered to the house. I think I paid for those. 2. Doesn't say what I paid for. So anyway, I for some reason I'm thinking that that's where the problem is, and it might not be, but I'm thinking it is. The wires seemed really squirrely when I was putting it together, like like they were broken on the inside. The insulation was there, but it felt like the wires were broken on the inside. So, not that that one is, if that's the case, that one's not going to be completely dead. It's just, you know, I really want this bike to be proper, and also from pulling the hell out of it, I kind of weakened the recoil, so I got to open that up and put another wind on it to get the string tighter, because homie don't like recoil starters that look like that. So I got to fix the ignition on that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go through a quick troubleshooting video on this one next week, because I got to dig out the books, and I don't just want to blindly replace the coil. I'm going to go through the trouble of ohming out the stator, ohming out the top end, ohming out the ignition coil. So ohming out the pulsar, ohming out the stator, and ohming out the spark, the step up coil. So you'll get a video on that next week. This guy, it's just a matter of putting it together. I got the Red Death, you know, this crap. I bought some of that to put it together initially, so I can see what kind of shape the engine's in, and then I bought a real gasket set to put it together for real. I don't particularly care for the Red Death, but the good thing about the Red Death is it's $7 a tube, $7.50 a tube, compared to a gasket set that's $35-40 a tube. So I have everything to put all this crap together. It's just a matter of getting off my dead ass and doing it. Anyway, folks, short week this week. I'm only working Wednesday and Thursday. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I go in next Wednesday for a 3-day run. So not too bad, not too bad. We'll work it out. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Remember, tires down, handlebars up. If you can, scrap, because it does help balance the books. In the meantime, remember, have fun.